I'm sorry, but they need to go back to how prison used to be. You would like for nobody to go to prison, but that's not going to happen, especially with the way parents are nowadays. This is literally the worst generation in human history. I hope y'all know that. That's a fact. This is the first generation that hasn't exceeded, evolved, progressed from their parents. 3 out of 4 kids in public schools can't read on or above their grade average, their grade level. Prison is like college where I'm from. And it's going to benefit you in one or two ways. Either you're going to become a better criminal or you're going to get your shit together. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. You know, it got I think they should go back to having it how it was when I first started coming down. You know, 18 to 21, if you was a first time offender and you didn't have a as long as you didn't have a sex case and as long as you didn't have a murder case, you were eligible to go to boot camp. And it was a 6-month program and it was military boot camp where they treated you like you were going into the military. Up at the crack of dawn, running all day, yes sir, no sir, all that. But it was structure, it was discipline, it was to teach, it was to benefit you. It sucked. Nobody wanted to go through it. Most people probably had a piss poor attitude going through it. But anybody with common sense, looking back, would understand what it was meant to do. They don't, there's no accountability anymore. None. There's justifications for everything. Nobody gets held accountable. We knew we were taking penitentiary chances. That was the nature of the game. That was how that was just what it was. We knew we were taking penitentiary chances. I talked about it in the snitching video about how people don't stand up, even in the streets, on like, you know, that's what they say when that's what they mean when they say honor amongst thieves. There's rules to the game, but nobody follows them anymore. It's just about who can talk the slickest, and that's it. And then shoot them up, bang bang. There's no hitting no more. Dudes go to the joint and don't know how to fight. Kids are going to the penitentiary and don't know how to fight. The first thing they seek out is a knife. And people in there don't hold them accountable. It's just this generation of people. The parenting, the mentoring, the tutelage, the honor, there is none no more. When I first came down, older dudes would give you the game. This is how you're going to get by in the penitentiary. There was no jump. If a motherfucker got jumped in the penitentiary, he really did some ill shit. Because people that didn't know either motherfucking party involved would stop a motherfucker from getting jumped. All the time. It was a penitentiary. Hey, y'all ain't, no. Everything was one-on-one. Wasn't no jumping shit. If somebody got jumped and everybody allowed it to happen, it's because that dude did some foul shit. That's just how it was when I first came. There was true, real honor amongst thieves. Dudes would take responsibility. They wouldn't make you hot. They wouldn't bring their drama to you. Motherfuckers knew how to Motherfuckers will kill a motherfucker today and then go make a rap video about it and not get caught. For how long? How long are these motherfuckers blowing up, making whole careers, millions of dollars? Man, if I was 18 to 25 nowadays, I would be a multimillionaire. It's crazy how the world works today. I have a hard time wrapping my head around it. I've been home almost 6 years, and the world is just so different. I feel like a fish out of water so often. I just focus on my money. I just focus on my grind. I just focus on trying to rebuild my life. I've turned my success into my hobby, if that makes sense. I got a long life ahead of me, you know. I wanna kick back one day and kick my feet up too. And it's just sad. It's sad. I look at these kids nowadays and I look at their parents and it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. Parents telling their kids, hey man, don't let your teacher talk to you like that. We used to get paddled in school. I think they should bring that back. When I was growing up, the neighbors would whoop you if you got out of line at their house. My grandpa used to, my grandpa's cracked a couple neighbor kids on their ass. I mean, that's just what it was back in the day. But it takes a community. And there just is no more community. And that's not Donald Trump's fault. And that's not Joe Biden's fault. And that's not Bill Clinton or Barack Obama's fault. It's ours. It's ours. These kids are out here going crazy. All these fucking YouTube videos you watch, all these gangland and this drill shit, dude, think about they're fucking 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kids. And you guys, or I'm not saying you guys, but people are sitting there watching this shit enthralled, just totally entertained by watching a bunch of 15, 16, 17-year-old kids run around, kill each other, and then go make a rap song about it. Snitch culture, that's such a touchy subject for me because I have changed my life. I have changed my views. I've changed my whole everything, my outlook on everything. Um, to me, it's about character, right? And that goes both ways. If me and you go rob a bank together and we sit and we plot for weeks together and we're scoping it out together and everything we do is 50-50 building up, and then we go hit the lick and I get caught and I snitch and I tell on you, that's snitching. That's snitching. But if you call me and you say, hey man, can I get a ride to the store? Yeah, bro, I got you. And I come get you and I take you. And while you're in the store, you rob somebody or you rob the store. And I pull off on your bitch ass. That ain't. And you get caught. I didn't do no police shit. Or if you get away and you hop in and we drive off and we get stopped, we get blooped. What do we do then? See, it's two sides of the coin. If you put me in a situation like that, and to where it's fuck me or fuck you, it's gonna be fuck you every time. Every motherfucking time. Because I ain't losing no more to suck ass motherfuckers like you who don't got no more who don't got any courtesy, any type of respect, don't even know what the word means, but be the first motherfucker to talk about I need mine or prison used to have a military boot camp vibe to it. They even, they even use military term, the chow hall, commissary, the commode, porters. You have lieutenants, you have sergeants, lieutenants, captains, majors, officers. I mean, it's structured the same. But these COs nowadays, back when I first started doing time, they used to have to graduate a CO boot camp. In Columbus, they used to have to go to Columbus for however long this training course was. And it was multiple weeks where they literally lived there like they were in boot camp. I think it was like a 2 or 3 week program. And you had to pass the mental and the physical side of it, or you didn't become a CO. When I first started doing time, all the COs were buff as fuck, and the ones that wasn't was just because they were been COs. They're old, but everybody had to have. You didn't see no. Very seldom did you see some big old sloppy can't handle themselves type of CO. Very seldom. They're just, especially down south, and they'll beat the fuck out of you. They'll kill you. Now it is what it is. I mean, prison is. I can only speak on Ohio prisons, but our prisons are off the hook. Anything goes. Everything and anything you could imagine is in there. There's no more structure. It's there's that saying everybody wants to be a chief and not an Indian. There's no more Indians. That's true. That's the absolute truth. That's the absolute truth. The mentality's even different. If I got a CO knocked, it used to be if I got a CO knocked, first of all, shouldn't nobody know it. But it ain't hard to put two and two together because motherfuckers eye hustle all day, every day. Meaning they're all up in your business and in everybody else's all day, every day. And so if you're rocking with a CO, motherfuckers are peeping shit. And then when dope starts hitting the block heavy, it ain't hard to put two and two together. You got to be real super slick when you're doing what you're doing. Now, with all that being said, if I got a CO knock and he or she is moving the bag for me. The mentality used to be we're all in the same block. Because it's always a race. Everybody's racing to knock the CO. Who's gonna get the knock? Who's because it's like winning the lottery. It's a rat race. Who's gonna knock the CO, right? But back in the day, once it was established, somebody got the CO knocked. Everybody else fell back and played their position. Okay, so now I can get money like this. It might be less than what it would have been had I knocked the CO, but I'll go to the second best hustle. And then if I can't rock there, I'll go to the third best hustle. Because everybody knew eventually they was going to get a piece of the pie. Right? But the mentality now is, oh, well, shit. If they moving the bag for him, they going to move the bag for me. And will fuck the play up, spook the CO, run the CO off, scare the CO, or do some police shit. I've seen guys blow down on COs like, man, if you don't start moving for me, I'm going to tell on you for that. Put the whole full court press down on them like that. Like, that shit ain't cool, man. That shit, it might, you might win in the moment, but you'll never win in life with a mentality like that. See, the microwave. See, this is the microwave generation. Everything gotta happen right now. And it's fucked up. These kids are stupid in every form and fashion. And I'm here to tell you, it's only gonna get worse unless the parents get their shit together. If you love your kids, then you need to start beating their ass, smacking them in the mouth, and whipping them into shape, because they're destroying themselves and society, and prison is awaiting. So I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. Share the video. Stay safe, y'all. Till the next time, man. It's the Hoodie Man. I'm out.